Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another video. As you have read by the title, I'm gonna talk about everything I did that did not get my distinction, or I should say that would not get my distinction because my results aren't out yet, and I hope it's not stupid to record it before this. Even if I do get, which is not very likely to be, that means my last minute or like last moment strategies worked, so I'm gonna make a video on that also. Basically, I'm gonna talk about everything I didn't do or everything I did wrong that could actually help me get better marks, So this is everything I learned in one whole year, which I'm gonna tell you all. Firstly, don't mind the voice because I have like severe cold and throat pain. Not like I have great anyways, but it's just worse. Yeah, moving ahead, I have some points like written on my phone, so I'm gonna talk about each one of them. Okay, so the first and the biggest point is not revising your topics consistently. So what happened is I used to study a topic very deeply and like nicely, taking like 2-3 days per topic, and I thought ki, oh, I'm so good at it now, I don't need to revise it. And I would go give my exams without revising it, and I did not remember a single word, so I would not remember anything. And it did not just happen once, it happened many times ki I had studied a particular topic very deeply, very nicely, but I would not remember anything. And then there will be guilt, like looking at the question in the exam, I'll be like, oh my god, why didn't I revise it? I could attempt this question. And like imagine if it was for like 10 marks, 6 marks, like it really matters. Okay, so you cannot skip revising. Even if you can, you can skip new topics जो तुम्हें नहीं आते already. There's no point learning it new like last minute, but you need to revise the syllabus you have already studied to avoid the guilt. Okay, there's less guilt if you don't know answer to the question that you haven't studied than the topic you have studied thoroughly. So I would really suggest to revise your topics before your exams, even if you have to skip new topics. Okay, and especially if you have a goldfish memory like me, you have to revise consistently, वरना पेपर में नहीं याद आएगा. जितना भी लोग बोले कि याद आ जाता है भाई, अगर एक बार पढ़ा है तो नहीं याद आएगा. प्लीज़ रिवाइज इट. Second point is ignoring physiology and biochemistry to give all your time to anatomy, which is very wrong, and I did it too. I think 90% of students do this, but please do not. You can give more time to anatomy, but you cannot give no time to physiology and biochemistry. And it should never be like you don't know what is being taught in your class at a particular moment. You should be very well aware, and I would suggest कि please make a folder on your notes app and write down कि anatomy के ये subject, anatomy में ये चैप्टर की ये टॉपिक्स हो गया, फिजियोलॉजी में ये यूनिट की ये चैप्टर की ये टॉपिक्स हो गया, एंड बायोकेम में ये यूनिट के ये चैप्टर के ये टॉपिक्स हो गया, बिकॉज इट रियली हेल्प्स अ लॉट. योर टीचर्स ओनली टीच यू द टॉपिक्स विच आर सपोज टू कम इन योर एग्जाम्स, बी इट एनी एग्जाम, इवन योर यूनिवर्सिटी एग्जाम्स, राइट? दे डोंट हैव दैट मच ऑफ टाइम कि वो तुम्हें हर टॉपिक हर चैप्टर सब कुछ पढ़ाए. सो दे ओनली टीच यू सिलेक्टेड टॉपिक्स, एंड दीज टॉपिक्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो यू हैव टू नो व्हाट दे आर टीचिंग, व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन इन द क्लास. इवन दो अगर आपको तुम्हें उनसे नहीं पढ़ना तो मत पढ़ो, बट जस्ट लाइक राइट दीज टॉपिक्स डाउन एंड स्टडी देम ऑन योर ओन लेटर. And as I was discussing about not ignoring physiology and biochemistry, even though I did not completely ignore it, but it was not enough. It used to stress me out very much कि मैं कैसे complete करूँगी पूरा syllabus, and so hefty. So if you're like me, you cannot complete the syllabus one night before the exam, which seems impossible to me. I don't know how people do it. So you have to study, girl. Like, let's be honest, you cannot ignore these two subjects. Like, all three of them are equally worthy, right? You can for sure give way more time to anatomy, but please dedicate your some time to physiology and biochemistry. हमारी एक मैम थी बायोकेम की, वो बहुत बोलती थी लाइक अज्यूम इफ शी टॉट अस दिस वन फैट मेटाबॉलिज्म की कोई साइकिल, शी यूज्ड टू से कि प्लीज जस्ट गो एंड रिवाइज इट एंड यू विल बी डन विद इन लाइक 30 minutes and your topic is prepared. So now if I think about it, that's actually a very good advice. I never did it, but you can and you should because it's gonna help you. So the third point is writing your answers in a proper manner. Like this really matters, trust me. We did not know this for very long. Like there is a proper way of how you write your answers. Even though you know very much about that question, you have every single thing on your tips, you cannot write everything like in a disaster way. There is a proper sequence. You have to go with headings, subheadings. Like for example, where usually you are asked to give detail on nerves and arteries, right? So for nerve you have to first give root value, and then its branches, its diagram, its clinical. So like there is a proper sequence. For same for arteries you have to write branches, for veins you have to write tributaries. Firstly there is never enough time, and there is a very good chance कि आपका पेपर छूट जाता है, especially for anatomy. You have to write so much, right? So what used to happen with me, like multiple times I used to stay stuck at one question for almost 1 hour. इवन दो इट वॉज लाइक फॉर 15 मार्क्स, अज्यूम की फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन for 15 मार्क्स का है, मैं उस पर ही 1-1.5 घंटा अटकी रहती थी. एंड बाकी पूरा पेपर मेरा छूट जाता था. लाइक आई हैड टू अटेम्प्ट इन लाइक लेफ्ट 2 hours और लाइक 1.5 hours ओनली, विच इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट. बिकॉज मेरे दिमाग में क्या चलता था कि ओ माय गॉड इतना बड़ा क्वेश्चन है, सो आई हैव टू अटेम्प्ट एवरीथिंग. लाइक अगर 15 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन है, बट आई डेंट नो कि 15 मार्क्स के क्वेश्चन में एग्जामिनर विल ओनली गिव यू लाइक मैक्स टू मैक्स 10 मार्क्स और लाइक 9 मार्क्स 11 मार्क्स समथिंग लाइक दैट. नो मैटर कि तुमने कितना सारा लिखा है, इवन आपने पूरी बुक छाप दिया, सब लिख दिया, तब पे आपको सुपर मार्क्स नहीं देंगे वो. ठीक है, उनको अलाउड ही नहीं होता है इस सुपर मार्क्स देना. सो और मैं उसी क्वेश्चन को 1.5 घंटे तक भरती रहती थी एंड बाकी का पूरा छूट गया. बट नाउ आई वुड सजेस्ट कि जो लास्ट का क्वेश्चन होता है जिसमें यू हैव लाइक 5-6 क्वेश्चंस 4 मार्क्स ईच, यू शुड अटेम्प्ट दोज फर्स्ट बिकॉज दैट एक्चुअली गेट्स यू मोर मार्क्स. So to conclude this point, do not stay stuck at one question and give your answers like in a proper manner. And for physiology, you have to like make it easy through flowcharts for your teachers to select, because to be honest, they don't want to read your boring shit. Also, flowchart obviously saves you time, so your teachers are probably like, इससे flowchart बनाओ, ठीक. बायोकेम के लिए ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, मोस्टली साइकिल्स होती है, so you have to make the cycles easy. And my fourth tip is diagrams. Oh my god, this is like the proest tip for anatomy. If you wanna score good in anatomy, please be good at diagrams. Like I have very bad drawing and it was so difficult for me to remember those diagrams. Instead of cramming theory, focus more on diagram. See, if you know nothing about the question or if you are falling short of time but you have to attempt the question, just draw diagrams. भाई our teachers actually used to praise those students जो diagrams बनाते थे. If you are a junior watching this video from my college and if you wanna impress our HOD sir, please do diagrams. It's like assumed if you know diagrams, you know the concept. Okay, so let me give you a key tip to study anatomy. ठीक है, keys to imagine. You have to imagine what they are teaching. लाइक एक बार तुम्हें समझ आ गया कि वो जो तुम्हें पढ़ा रहे हैं वो तुम्हारी बॉडी में कहाँ पे है, उसके आगे पीछे ऊपर नीचे क्या है, क्या एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है, कौन सा बॉडी पार्ट है, तो इट बिकम्स वेरी ईजी फॉर यू टू रिमेंबर. जो हमें रिलेशंस पढ़ने होते हैं एनाटमी में, it really helps. Okay, and if you have imagined the topic, you can ace that topic. Trust me, it's also gonna help you with MCQs and you know also gonna help you retain the information for very long. Fifth point is MCQs. Again, very very important. See, if you are stuck at your marks and if you're gonna like improve, MCQs can like be really helpful. Okay, so यार देखो, anatomy के MCQs are still easy. Like according to me, like मुझे तो easy लगते थे, but physiology and biochemistry के MCQs देख के दिमाग हिल जाता है पूरा. तो सुपरफिशियल स्टडी जो हम करते हैं ना, स्पेशली फॉर फिजियोलॉजी एंड बायोकेमिस्ट्री, लास्ट मिनट टॉपिक्स पढ़ लिया कि चलो ठीक है हो जाएगा, उससे MCQs नहीं होंगे. So if you want to improve your marks, you can improve them by doing good at MCQs. For physiology and biochemistry, you have to study thoroughly अगर MCQs attempt करने हैं, वरना तो कुछ समझ नहीं आता superficially पढ़ के. And anatomy, to be honest, जो तुम पढ़ते हो उसी से related आता है कुछ ना कुछ. I used to watch Ashwini sir videos, so that really helped me score decent in MCQs for anatomy. But if you can do great at MCQs for physiology and biochemistry, then you will get great marks. So the sixth point is, do not study everything in very much detail. Like, let me explain it to you guys. So I had this habit of studying one topic for days. Like I will study it from different books, but it really doesn't help you at the end. It only like, if anything, it confuses you कि अब तुम्हें कहाँ से पढ़ना है, ठीक है. ऑल्सो दिस जनरली हैपन्स व्हेन यू डोंट हैव एनी एग्जाम कमिंग और यू आर वेरी मच फ्री, सो यू गिव so much time to one particular topic, but this doesn't help, trust me. I have tried, it's like totally a waste, and you can rather cover more topics than being stuck at one topic, and or you can revise the previous topics you have done, but do not extend your small topics for days. This also brings me to the last and most important point, which is choose your material. So before every exam we give, me and my friends only had one question कि अब ये कहाँ से पढ़ना है. Like, can you imagine, even before our uni exams, like till the last moment, we never knew what we have to study, from where we have to study, and it was the biggest stress of all. And thankfully I had some good friends who would tell me what to study and from where to study, and they also sent me like material कि ये पढ़ना है, ऐसा ऐसा इतना पढ़ना है. So that really helped in the last moment. Also, like, one of my friend had good seniors, so they would help her out, so we all kind of like sorted it out together. We were literally dependent on those PDFs जो हमें last में आती थी कहीं से भी. But please do not do that. Stick to one book, ask your seniors, and buy the one they recommend. You did not buy so many books. I would suggest even do not keep the PDFs of these many books in your iPads or tablets if you have. Like, I had kept 10 PDFs of for one particular subject, and I even opened like 5 or 6 of these. Like, you cannot study that much of content, okay? Like, stick to one, revise it consistently. That's all, like, what's gonna help you score. Sometimes what happens is one particular topic or chapter is given better in one particular book, so then that's fine, तब आप पढ़ सकते हो obviously, but like you need not change your book for every topic, for every subject, ठीक है. Like, just stick to one book and make it your holy grail. I have a last point to add. It's mainly for uni exams, or can also help you in your terms exam. Do not skip previous year's questions. Like, do not appear in exams without actually solving your previous year's questions, ठीक है. It's gonna help you big, trust me. It's literally the only thing me and my friends did right. We analyzed every paper. We wrote down her chapter, इससे क्या question आया हुआ है, इससे क्या question आया हुआ है, and it helped us so much. And those questions actually appeared in our अभी जो हमारे uni exams हुए हैं, and we were like amazed. Like, there was this question I don't remember, but it came in an exam, and like 70% of class didn't know, but we knew it because we had studied it, क्योंकि वो previous years में था. So previous year questions really does help you a lot. That's it for this video. I hope you learn it from my mistakes and it will help you a little. And I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.